Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from the Isle of Man in the UK. This is John and Mike's MMA Corner.
Ladies and gentlemen, Shamrock FC have got a fantastic guy fighting on the card, Zak Bucia. First, thanks for coming back on. You're taking on Adam Meredith, and so let's say you want to finish 2016 on a pretty big high. So, your opponent, Adam, what have you got in store for him?
I'm just excited to go to be back at 170, to be honest. I've been fighting at 155, and I just felt like I was losing a lot of strength and a lot of my power, so I'm just excited to be well-fed and show him what I can do, what I really do at 170.
So 155, because you did win on 155, you see, so the cut itself, was it a struggle? Did you find that it was quite a tough struggle, or did you find that when you came to the fight day, you just didn't have enough time to let your body recuperate?
Yeah, it was a struggle to get down there, but a lot of it was just I felt like I did a lack of explosiveness that I just didn't really have too much. I did 4 fights at 55, and I went 2-2 at 155. And even the ones I won, like I just didn't feel like I was as strong as I could have been.
Okay, then so 170. I imagine. Then have you done a little bit of strength training to kind of get that size back up for the 170? Because I'd imagine going to 155, you'd have to drop a little bit of size to make the cut a bit easier. What have you been doing then to help yourself get that bit of bulk back?
Well, so when I was going down to 55, I had to leave strength training almost completely alone. It felt like every time I touched a weight, like I would gain weight.
Yeah.
So I was just doing a lot of running, and I lost a lot of my explosiveness. But like to get the muscle mass back on, I just picked up the weights again. My gym here in Lawrence is based out of a CrossFit gym, so I have everything available to me there. I'm a big fan of kettlebells.
Yeah.
But also just deep heavy squats and deadlifts. It's really key to power as far as really just building up that power back and get size back. I feel strong and I'm excited.
I love kettlebells, bro. I love kettlebells. Turkish get-ups, I love them to a point till I start getting tired, and I go, man, these actually are something awful. But yeah, man, you can kill yourself.
One of the best exercises anybody could do, but for fighting, hands down, that's got to be one of the best things you could possibly do for your fight game as far as strength is concerned, is Turkish get-ups.
And you don't even need a big weight, do you? Gosh, I think I do. There's a couple of different kettlebells we've got, and if I want to do like a certain number, I can hit like maybe 25-pound kettlebell, and that 25-pound kettlebell gets really heavy, really quick. And it's not
fast. Doesn't take much.
No, it doesn't. No, that's the great thing about it. I think kettlebells, especially for workouts for MMA fighters, it's something that's really starting to come on strong. A lot of fighters starting to realize it. It's that kind of the grip. It makes a big, it's a constant workout in a forearm that you don't quite, as much as you can get a barbell and sit there and do forearm curls and there's stuff you can do. The kettlebell, because you're moving, it does work. I love, like I say, mate, I love the kettlebell workouts that you can do. There's so much you can get on them as well. I also do. It's like a sandbag, like the handles with the sandbags on and stuff like that. I like that because the weight shifts in there, so it makes your body work a little bit differently. It's all about making your body replicate kind of movements in a fight, because obviously in a fight, a guy's not going to put all his weight equally across you. He's going to have a bit heavier here and a bit heavier there. So it is about stuff like that. Now, put the size on, ladies and gentlemen. Zak is spot on. Squats and deadlifts is the way to go, bro. It is. It's basic, but I tell you what, they work. It gets the whole, it gets testosterone levels up and everything. And I'm the same as you. When I cut weight and I dropped down to 170, I went to 170, my friend, from 210. I couldn't even touch the dumbbells. I couldn't touch them. I had to sit on a bike and had to sit on a rower and just cardio all day long. And like you say, you don't feel you've got the power then. When you're in a fight, there's no power.
Yeah, I was sick of doing that, like I felt like I could run a marathon, but I didn't feel like I could explode for 5 minutes, which is a problem in fighting, obviously.
Yeah.
And I think it started to come to the point in fighting where everybody kind of believed that the weight you cut, the more weight you cut, no matter what, it was always going to be more of an advantage. But then you got people like Anthony Johnson, going up to 205 from 170, like where I don't even know how he even made 170. And he did okay. He did all right at 170, but now that he's at his natural weight at 205, he's just absolutely wrecking people.
Yeah, I think it is. It's literally the sport had to have that kind of evolution, that kind of period of people. Basically, we're all got to make mistakes. We've all got to mess up now for us all to sit there and actually go listen to people who are new to the sport. Going, look, don't do it. You will regret it. I did. I remember, mate. I literally was getting out of the bath and I had to lie down next to the bath because I didn't have the energy to get up to move. Like that's how bad it gets, people. It gets worse than that, but obviously I'll just go to that extent of there. But it is one of them ones where I personally, I'm like you, I'm going back up. I went down to 170, tried it. I was like a deflated balloon. I had nothing in me, Zach. It was horrible. So I know exactly how you feel with the 155, man. It's ridiculous. I'm going back to 185. I'll feel happier. But you, sir, at 170, you've done it before as well. So it's a familiar territory for you. So I think that probably for you mentally makes you a lot more comfortable and a lot happier.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you look at some of my more recent, more impressive performances, I went down to fifth. I had just come back from Thailand from a trip out there. It was my first fight at 155, and I did okay. I won. I fought Hugh Pulley, but again, I didn't feel like it went to decision. I definitely won the fight, but I felt like it could have felt better. Then I think it was right after that I fought Rob Washington, but we fought at a catch weight of 62, and I knocked him out. I felt great at that. Got that head kick knockout. Felt really good at 62. I wish that was a weight class because there's such a big gap between 55
big time.
70. I would jump on that in a heartbeat, but 70 is good too. So then right after Rob Washington was the Pele fight, and it was taken on short notice, so that was also at 170, and then I knocked out Pele. So I had those two big performances back to back, but both closer to the 170 mark.
Yeah.
Well, Pele one was at 170. And then I started going back down to 55 again after that. And one fight went my way, and then the other ones, I just, again, didn't feel like I was where I should have been, strength and power-wise.
Now, Shamrock FC, I know Jesse looks after the fighters. He loves to take care of people. He's got your matchup with Adam, like I said before at the start. Adam's a guy, I think he'll be looking at you saying, I have got to beat this guy to have a good name on my record. Is the best way to put it. No, it's just what you was at. You would be a good name for him to have on your record. He'll be like, and I suppose for you that's respect. It's a mark of respect I'm giving you. But do you feel that now that the stage where you are, the name that you've got now, kind of so to speak, you'll have that target on your back where people will want to face you because they want to get that kind of name really. And for you, it's a case of keeping yourself in that, like keeping yourself winning to basically say to people, look, you want to fight me, you're gonna have a hell of a war.
Yeah, and that's why I have to stay sharp with people like Adam Meredith, guys who are coming up who haven't quite built their resume as much yet. I wish him all the best after this fight, but for this one, he's not gonna build it off my name.
Now, Adam himself, like I say, young upcomer. When you get these young bloods, there is stuff in their game that they'll have gaps in. And I suppose that's something that if you've watched any of his fights, you probably will have acknowledged it. You would probably try to maybe already be breaking that down. Do you find then when you fight these kids, the only worry is their unpredictability because they're a bit wild in the fact that they've not got that time accumulated in the cage where they have a kind of, not a rhythm, but they know what to do. Sometimes when they're fresh, so to speak, in the fight game, they just want to go wild at it.
Well, I mean, he doesn't seem like an overly wild fighter, really. And I'm not too worried about that. If somebody wants to be wild, they can be wild. I'll step back, let them swing at air, and then just do my thing. So it definitely doesn't really worry me too much. I just have to know. I know I have to stay sharp. Again, the only thing that I'm keeping an eye on is the fact that he is going to be taking this seriously. This would be a good win for him if he were to pull this off. So I have to go in this thinking like he's coming in trying to bring the heat because he really wants this.
Yeah, the best version of him's going to turn up.
Right.
Yeah, and that's the thing that keeps you on your toes. That's the key thing, because last thing you could ever do is underestimate what he's going to do or what he's going to be. You've got to sit there and go, he's going to be a monster. He's going to be a better fighter than his last fight, and that's something you've got to take into consideration. And also, Jesse isn't going to give people... he's not going to give you a guy who doesn't know what he's doing. Hence why you got a guy who's got a good record, young kid coming up. You got... Jesse matches guys up with the right kind of people, and I think it's a good matchup. It's a really good matchup because for you as well, your return to 170. It's an ideal kind of setup. I know Shamrock FC look after the dudes. They put great production on for the fans themselves. When you're watching the events, it's great production. I'm looking forward to you coming back at 170. I'm looking forward to you being a healthy, happy you. Because hey, look, I know exactly how it feels. That's why I'm saying it. So. Before I let you shoot off, Zach, and you can get back to training, get back to eating food, actual food, not rabbit food. What's your social media, buddy, for people to jump onto and give you a follow, my man?
My Twitter handle I know is just Zak Bucia. So it's the same thing with my Facebook fan page and all that stuff. So just find me on Facebook and Twitter, and yeah, that's it. And
sponsors? Do you have any sponsors by any chance?
Yeah, mostly my gym, CrossFit Lawrence, Lawrence Fight Club, Calisthenics. Check them out. They've got a lot of great stuff. Kip Kaufman, chiropractic. He always takes care of me here in Lawrence if you're around here. Awesome chiropractor. Yeah.
Do you want to get your back cracked? Get it done. I've had chiropractic treatment. It's awesome. I'm all for it. And last but not least, then, buddy, you mentioned the club. What about the people in there that are helping you out? The guys that are basically kicking your ass every day to make you a better fighter.
Yeah. There's some great guys that are. We're putting together a really big team. Kelvin Tiller has been there a lot. He's been kicking all of our butts a lot. My coach Shannon Woodward. We got some other guys that are going to be on the card, which to look out for. Ernie Drake. We got Thomas Thatcher, of course, who's the owner of CrossFit Lawrence, owner of Lawrence Fight Club, so watch out for them too. And Terrence Carter as well will be on the card, so be watching out for those guys and more people in the future from Lawrence Fight Club.
I've spoken to Thomas before, Mr. Thatcher. I've spoken to him before. I've had him on a podcast. Absolute gents, good crack he is, good fun. He's good fun him. Again, Zach, thank you for coming back on. Thank you for speaking to me. I want you to have a great fight at Shamrock FC. I want you to have a great end to the year. And return to 170. But obviously, I want to wish you a Merry Christmas and lead up to there, and a Happy New Year as well, sir. And enjoy your time off. That kind of basically putting a bit of weight on. I call Christmas I call it bulking period, and the New Year, a new year.
Whiskey after the fight.
New year, new you to kick some ass again in 2017, Zach.
I appreciate it.